Welcome to this special video series. No PR, no experience, no problem. This video series is specifically dedicated to international students who find it very difficult to get a professional job after landing in Australia. And trust me, there are plenty of them. Many of you have come to Australia with lots of dreams about your career in IT, engineering, accounting, nursing, and so on. But the reality is, many of the international students end up getting jobs like cab drivers, delivery drivers, dishwasher, and so on. So in this video series, our focus will be on helping international students finding a professional job even if they have no experience or no permanent residency. Sounds good? It should be. In today's video, our focus will be on 3 important facts that international students should know about getting a professional job in Australia, so that they can avoid working in odd jobs forever. And to give you more insights and tips on this, we have got a special guest on our channel. And our special guest is Leo Lee. Leo runs Leo Lee Education, the #1 agency in regional areas of Australia. Unlike a typical migration agency that provides migration and admission services, Leo Lee Education puts 110% focus on getting international students professional jobs in Australia. And interesting enough, since the start of COVID-19 pandemic, Leo Lee Education has helped over 200 international students to find their professional jobs in Australia. This includes students from different industries, including but not limited to civil, mechanical, structural, electrical engineers, accountants, ICT business analysts, network administrators, and many more. So let's welcome our special guest to our channel. Hi Leo, welcome to the channel.
Hi Sam, thanks for having me on the show.
So Leo, my first question is, many international students might not know about it, but there are many jobs that don't get advertised at all in Australia. Is that true?
Sam, that's a fantastic question. That's absolutely true indeed. 90% of all the jobs in Australia are never ever advertised. So what does that mean is only 10% are what you guys see on Seek, Indeed, and LinkedIn. This is where problem comes in, because a lot of your viewers right now, what they do is they spend day and night to apply jobs on Seek, Indeed, and LinkedIn, hoping and praying that they will land a job. Unfortunately, in most cases, they're going to keep hearing you don't have enough experience and you are not a permanent resident, so we can't hire you. So the better solution would be to apply jobs in the 90%. So the question now is, where can I find this 90%, right? This is how you can find jobs in the 90%. The first place is through cold call. So what that means is you got to learn how to pick up the phone and call the employers. But the issue here is, if I ask some of your viewers to do it right now, I know for sure that your viewers will have a hard time because your viewers do not know how to call an employer. And in most cases, they cannot even get past the receptionist to talk to the hiring managers or to talk to the main person. So in our job coaching program, we will show your viewers exactly how to cold call. Indeed, I can tell you 7 out of 10 of my students land a job through the phone. Wow! The second way to get access to this 90% is through what I call the walk-in, which is simply the old school classic knock on doors. Now, unfortunately, a lot of your viewers, it could be a very daunting thing to go and knock on doors because let's be very, very honest. The employers don't know you. You go in, you stand in front of their door. It could be quite scary. And again, if I ask them to do the walk-in today, same thing. They will have a very hard time. They don't have the material. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to bring. They don't know how to sit the employer down. They don't know what question to ask. The best your viewers can do is to go in, give them a CV, and hope that they will call them back. Unfortunately, in most cases, the CV is going to end up in the bin. So in our program, we'll show your viewers how to do walk-in the professional way. Indeed, I have this one student of mine who landed a job on the same day when she walked in. Imagine that could be the same for your students. And the third place where you can find the 90% is through follow-up. Indeed, I have this very great story to illustrate my point. One of my students, he was refused by the employer through sick. He received an email saying, unfortunately, we cannot put you on the team, we cannot hire you. And this student of mine, he came to me very upset. He said, Leo, I just got refused by this employer. What should I do? And I said, pick up the phone, call this employer back and follow up with him and ask him why they refuse your applications. This student of mine do exactly what I told him to do. He rang back this employer, and the employer told him that I didn't even receive your application in the first place. I didn't even see your application in the first place. And he was like, but I sent it through Seek. And the employer say, but I didn't view it. So next thing you know, this employer asked my student to come and meet him in the office. This student of mine, he presented himself well. He brought with him the resume and the cover letter, and eventually he ended up getting the job. Wow. So more of this follow-up I will cover later for those who stick around to the end. The fourth way to get the job in the 90% is through job proposal. So what job proposal really means is rather than you wait for employers to give you a job, you come to them and say, hey, Mr. Employer, I have a solution for your problems and I believe that I can help you. Are you open to consider someone like me? So this is called a job proposal. It is a very smart, intelligent way for you to get a job. Indeed, what you actually do is you create something out of nothing. You create a job out of thin air if you know how to do a job proposal. And the final way to get to this 90% is through referral. So a lot of your viewers already know that referral is important. Unfortunately, they don't have many good referrals. And as a result, it's a bit hard for them to get into the industry. Imagine if we could refer your viewers to multiple employers in their desired areas, in their desired field. What would that do for them? Again, this is what we do in our job coaching program. So if your viewers wish to get some good referrals from us, they can join our program. Thank you.
Now, do you think it's very important for international students to follow up after applying for the jobs?
Oh, for sure, Sam. Definitely, international students should and must follow up with the employers. Indeed, 90% of all the jobs happen between the 5th to the 12th follow-up. What that means is, if your students or your viewers, they do not follow up with the employer anywhere between 5 times to 12 times, their chance of landing a job would be very, very less. Now, I have another fact for you, which is 48% of all the job applicants do not even follow up once. So what does that tell you? So what that means is the chance of them getting a job is close to 0%, right? So, but the issue with your viewers here is maybe some of them might be thinking right now, yeah, I can do it. I can do follow-up on my own. Yes, they can. But the issue here is if they follow up 5 to 12 times, and if every time they keep asking the employer about where's the job, why don't I hear back from you, why am I not selected, why don't you reply to me, it becomes employer harassment. And that is not what I'm talking about. Indeed, in our job coaching program, I will show you the art of follow-up. I will show you and even give you a plan, a 60-day follow-up plan, whereby your viewers can follow up with the same employer creatively, intelligently over a period of 60 days. And I promise you, if your students really do that, they will get results like that. Right? So if your viewers are wishing to learn how to follow up, they can also join our job coaching program for more info.
And on an average, how many people apply for the job roles that are advertised?
Yes, so great question, Sam. Great question. So on average, for every one job that is advertised online, there are at least 250 job applicants. Now, this is the minimum. The real number could be 300, 400, maybe 500, even up to 1,000 people. So what that really means for your viewers is that there's a big competition out there. There's a fierce competition out there. So if they do not do something different, if they're not setting themselves apart from the competitions, the chance of them getting a job is extremely low. Now, keep in mind, in these 250 people, a lot of them are already permanent resident. A lot of them are already have a lot of local experience. So the question here is, how can your viewers or your international students set themselves apart? This is exactly what I teach in our program. It's how we can set your students apart so that they can land their dream job, they can beat the competition regardless of their visa status and their local experience. Thank you.
Thanks, Leo. That was very useful indeed. Well, I hope you guys also find the information useful as well. Please let us know your thoughts and questions in the comment section. And if you would like to book a consultation with Leo, we have put the link of that in the description as well. And if you find any value in this video, please make sure to share it with your friends as well. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video of this series. See you in the next one.